So you've probably heard Reels are one of the hottest things on Instagram and Facebook right now, and it's because there's a lot of competition with TikTok. So now that you have a Reel and you want to run this as an ad, you need to figure out how to get that into the ads manager to run it as a Reel. If you've already ran ads, this is actually really simple. You're not doing anything really different. You're just putting the video into the ads manager. If you don't have an ads manager account, you haven't run ads before, I do have a video, and I'm gonna put it in the description below, telling you how to set up your business account the right way. You wanna make sure you watch that video so you do it properly. If you do have an ads manager account, stick along, and I'm gonna show you how to set up these Reels ads. By the way, my name is Kevin Schrage. I am the founder of Brand Arrow, and we help businesses grow through high performance advertising. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump over into the ads manager, and I'm just gonna create the ad from scratch, step by step. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and hit create. And it's gonna create a brand new campaign, right? There's a bunch of different objectives you're gonna see here. The one that we're always gonna focus on over 90% of the time is the conversions campaign. There's other reasons to do these other campaigns, but if you're trying to get leads or you're trying to get sales, focus on running a conversion campaign. So go ahead and hit continue there. We'll keep this simple. We'll just call this Reels ad for simplicity. We're gonna keep all this stuff here the same. Again, Reels ad. Usually in the ad set, this is where you're gonna pick your audience and choose who you're gonna target. So, we'll put US. We'll just say, 25 to 55. We'll just say entrepreneurs. Not gonna go into super detail and all that. This is a conversion campaign, so you do have to set up your pixel. We're gonna bypass that too, because you have to choose which event you want to optimize for. And then we're going to budget. We're just going to keep it the default $20. Create new audience. I'm not going to bother creating this audience, but this is where you would choose, age, location, all that good stuff. And I do have a video on how to do all this stuff here, but I'm going to just kind of fly through this just to get to the Reels part. So now that we have all that set up, this is really the only thing you want to focus on when you're doing Reels ads is the placement. So usually you're going to run an automatic placement and just let Facebook figure it out and figure out what's the best placement to be running the ad. So I would recommend if you're just starting out to do automatic placements. What you can do is you can do a manual placement. And what I would recommend doing for Reels, because that format doesn't work well in a lot of different places, I would encourage you to consider just running it on the feed, the news feed, and then just run it in the Reels, stories and Reels. And then you can turn everything else off. I would definitely test this because, it could work in other places, but I would test it. So one thing I want to point out too, there's the thing called Reels overlay. I would turn this off because what it is, it's just a small banner ad. If you can see it, it's kind of hard to see here, but basically it's just a small banner that kind of goes over top of the reel. And it's kind of annoying, and you're probably, people aren't going to watch the video. These are videos, so you want people to actually watch it. If they're going to click on that, they're probably just trying to get rid of it. So for now, I would stay away from the Reels overlay. We're seeing people getting tons and tons of clicks on these, but we think it's because they're probably annoyed and they're trying to get rid of it versus actually trying to, do something and buy something. So I would get rid of that one. So again, we're going to look at, news feed, Instagram feed, Facebook feed, and then we're going to do the stories and Reels. So we're going to go and hit next. That's the placement, right? Now the placement's set up. This is the ad section. So again, I'm not going to do all the detailed setup here, but you're going to choose your Facebook page, Instagram account. And then we're going to choose single image or video. So we're going to add a video. We're going to upload one. And I have this video I created before on the creative piece. So one thing that I want to point out, not to overcomplicate Reels, they're simply a short form video. That's it, short form video. Now to take it one step further, I would say it's filmed in portrait mode, right? You can post videos here that are, landscape mode, but really the more engaging videos are filmed in portrait mode, and that's what people are used to seeing. So short form video, I believe on Facebook it's supposed to be less than 30 seconds. That might have changed though. On Instagram it's less than 1 minute. So if you create a video less than 30 seconds, I believe they have up that to 1 minute. As long as the video is less than 1 minute, it can show on the reels. So don't overcomplicate it. Short form, so meaning record a video in 30 seconds, portrait mode, you got a reel. You don't have to dance. You don't have to like do all this crazy stuff they do on TikTok. You can keep it simple. And there's a lot of different variations you can do to it. And, I always tell people just have fun with it. It's super easy to record a 30-second video. Have fun with it. Record a bunch of different videos and see what works. But people like to be entertained. They don't like to be sold to at the beginning. They want to be entertained, or at least, educate and solve some problem that they're having. So we're waiting for this to load, but you can add primary text. A lot of this usually isn't shown on the reel, so, some of this might not even be seen, but you want to put some text there talking about your product or service. You can add a headline as well, dog washing service. Always do dog walking service. Just making something up. Description, that's optional. Learn more, call to action, obviously choose which one's best. Then you have to choose the website where you want to send the traffic, if a landing page or a shopping page you want to send them to. And that's kind of it. You have tracking here too if you want to set the tracking. But it's really that simple. All you're doing is create an ad like you normally do, but you can choose the placements to be in the stories or reels section if you want. I'd highly suggest testing that instead of just putting in automatic placements. And then when you create the reel itself, it's that portrait style format, and you want to make sure it's under the parameters of what Instagram and Facebook. That's changing all the time, by the way. They're aggressively moving fast to innovate on the reels because of this competition they have with TikTok. So whatever I'm saying right now might have changed, but as of now, I think it's 1 minute or less to be able to post on the reel section. Again, reels should be engaging as well. So you can't just do a talking head video, but you can also do something that's more creative. Post-it notes, holding up a sign, the 3 seconds to to hook them into the video. There's all kinds of sorts of things you can do. But that's it. Now that the reel is processed, you would just go ahead and hit publish down here. Still processing. Hit publish, and that reel should now show up in the reel section. One thing that you can do, I was kind of hoping it would publish, taking a little bit longer here. Once it's published, after it's processed, it'll show you where that reel can show up, and it'll give you an alert saying, hey, this does not fit the format for a certain placement. So make sure you take a look at that, because there might be something you did wrong that will not allow it to show it in reels or show it in stories. You'll get this little alert, and I'm waiting for it to pop up here, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about once we get this video processed. Okay, now the video is processed. Now we're viewing this here. So what we want to do is, this is cost per result may rise due to few ad creative. That's just an alert on them giving you a suggestion on what to do more. But what we see here in these two placements, there are no little alerts. Usually you see a little, I think it's a hazard sign looking thing, and showing you that, hey, this is not the proper format to show in this. But if you see any of those little icons showing an alert, take a look at it and see if you need to adjust something on the format that you posted here. But another thing you can do is you can go to advanced preview here. And this is going to pull up the preview of all different placements and see what this is going to look like. So a couple things you want to look out for. In the news feed, they show this in the 4:5 ratio format. So the top and the bottom of your video might get cut off. So keep that in mind if you're putting text or something in those sections, to stay within that so they can see it in the news feed. Now, this could help you, because if the text is being blocked, maybe they'll click on it to see the text, but that's kind of up to you if you want to test something like that. But just keep that in mind. On newsfeed, it's going to be this 4:5 ratio. You see it's on the top left here. Now the other ones, you can see the stories and reels shows the entire video. You see the buttons here. You see that logo. These are just things to keep in mind because your creative can get covered up in those areas. But it's always good to look at this, and if it does not work in that placement, it'll give you a alert to say this is not the right format for this placement. So everything looks good. I feel comfortable with all this. We're gonna go ahead and hit publish, and now we've got a reel. So I appreciate you sticking around at the end of the video. We are gonna produce more and more content around reels because we got a lot of questions on this. We always appreciate getting a like, and if you want to get more of that content, feel free to subscribe and hit the little ding dong bell, the notification bell, to get the alerts when we have new videos coming out. So thank you again, appreciate your time.